Hello and thanks for joining me, Phil Spencer. Now, as part of my Move IQ mission to help home buyers, I've been doing some digging to find the UK's most and least affordable places to live. And if this inspires you to look at new areas, then do please get yourself one of my property reports. My property report gives you the lowdown on any specific home in England and Wales. You're going to need the postcode of that specific home, but the report will give you planning information, prices information, all about what the neighbourhood's like, crime stats, schools, what's local, what's nearby. I genuinely believe it's essential reading for prospective home buyers. So do please just click on the link below. Now, when it comes to affordability, it's not just house prices that we need to consider. We also need to have a think about income too. And that's because lenders are unwilling to lend more than 5 times someone's salary. So what we've done at Move IQ is we've looked at average house prices in a location compared with average salaries in that area. And it's actually thrown up some really interesting results. Of course, London is one of the least affordable places to live, but thanks to higher salaries in the capital, it's not actually top of the list. That dubious honour of top of the list actually goes to, well, it's combined, it's Oxford and Cambridge. Yeah, these beautiful, world-renowned university cities are, in actual fact, the least affordable locations in the UK. In Cambridge, house prices average just shy of £471,000, almost as much as the average London home. And yet salaries in Cambridge pan out at £39,000 a year, which is nearly 10 grand less than the average salary in London. And that means that Cambridge properties, which, yes, they've leapt by over 6% just in the past year, it means they cost a whopping 12 times the average salary in the area. Although homes in Oxford are slightly less pricey, salaries are a little more modest too. So Oxford scores the same on the unaffordability scale. Even places like Chichester and Watford, where the property market dipped over the past year, still rank 6th and 7th respectively on the unaffordability charts when you look at salaries versus prices. But I do think there are perhaps other issues at play here that could be altering the statistics, particularly in Chichester. Chichester's an area where there are lots of retired people who don't have the salary, but perhaps they do have the equity in order to buy the house price and pay the house price in the first place. So the big question is, where in the UK will your salary buy the most? And here we look to another world-class university city, believe it or not, Durham, it turns out, with some of the cheapest properties in Britain at an average of just £102,000, and yet earnings of over 32 grand a year, only 18% less than in Cambridge. Homes in this historic setting of Durham can be had for just 3 times your salary, and that makes it the UK's most affordable place to buy. Also near the top of the list is the Granite City, Aberdeen. That is, of course, thanks to the offshore oil industry in the region. Salaries in Aberdeen are nearly as high as in Cambridge, but property prices fell 6% to £145,000, a mere 3.7 times the average salary here. Although once again, we've got to consider that the oil and gas industry, there's a lot of transient people moving in and out of Aberdeen. They might be paid a lot, but I think the chances are they also rent more of their homes than buy. So once again, there is perhaps an explanation to what's going on, but the statistics remain. It's interesting to note that the top 10 are all in the north, with homes from Glasgow and Rotherham to Stoke-on-Trent and Barnsley up for grabs for 4 times the average salary or even less. Of course, not everyone can move to the other side of the country, but if you can't afford to where you are, then it's got to be worth investigating where in fact your money will go further. You can find the full affordability list in the link below, and please click on that subscribe button to join me next time. I hope you found it as interesting as I did. Thanks ever so much. See you soon.